Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Wayne Powers of Time Inc. Media Group.
Thank you. Good morning, and I really am Wayne Powers. I'm standing in for myself. So I'd be remiss to just highlight one of the things that Ann mentioned this morning. It's great when we, as an industry, do get some great news. So this is the cover of People that I'm sure that many of you probably have seen a lot of the news, and actually to get front page coverage around a special issue that's, we're pretty convinced is going to drive a lot of reader engagement and get a lot of press. So again, I think that's one way as an industry that we can continue to promote our brands, promote the engagement of our brands with our consumers. And kind of in wrapping things up, thank you to all the speakers this morning for sharing your thoughts, the ideas, and for the passion you all bring to your brands, your businesses, and your advertisers. Thank you to the MPA for putting this all together. In many ways, as we've seen, it is a whole new world. As newly designed, the November issue of Real Simple points out, when the magazines were launched literally less than 10 years ago, the lives didn't include Blackberries or iTunes or Twitter or blogs. Now we have moms who have literally 120 different relationships with friends on Facebook. And on average, are getting about 20,000 emails through the course of a year. So there's a lot of engagement in staying connected to family and friends. And it's that way for all of us, as you see in your everyday lives. With so much technological innovation, there's more media, which means more channels, more websites, more content, more newsletters, more emails, more tweets, more music, more videos, more posts, and of course, more magazines. And as a culture, as Ann said this morning, we devour stories, almost every single one of our senses, with sight, with sound, touch, and thanks to our advertisers, even with smell. And the most recently, even taste. Remember the Welch's Lickable ads that ran in People last year. We got a lot of really good positive feedback from the campaign, and I think, again, it just shows the advantages that we have as an industry to continue to innovate the way that we do the creative back when we work with our clients. But magazines really don't have to go that far to be an emerging experience. As we know, we're a lean-back activity, that 92% of adults take part in our relationship with our brands. The top 25 magazines for adults and teens reach greater audiences than the top 25 primetime programs. As a marketing solution, we're a highly accountable medium. As we heard this morning in Mary Ann's panel, accountability is going to continue to be at the forefront of the advertiser's mind, and I think as an industry, we've done a lot of things to help address accountability, but we need to continue to push the envelope and push the conversation to even be more so going forward. Of course, the better the ads, the better the creative, the right messaging with the right environment to the right audiences really helps helpfully promote the return on investment. We've seen this with the web. Now it's even starting to translate better with our print advertising. And what we heard and saw with Michael's panel is that the creatives really do have an important voice here, and I think it's really imperative for us as an industry to really embrace the creative relationship and continue to push that conversation with our creative brethren. So with much of the past 2 days we've been learning about each other. We really need to continue to evangelize the magazines. And I know we're really preaching to the choir here, but continue to be passionate about your brands and passionate about the ideas we bring forward are really going to be critically important. I think Jack made that really known this morning, is that relationship that we have with our readers is really important, and we got to continue to make that known and passionately bring it forward. We need to continue to learn from the agencies and from our partners and from our clients that we have the best brands to be able to bring to integrate and to innovate. And know their businesses, making sure that we're asking the right questions, not just trying to sell our brands or our assets or just our pages, but helping create solutions for advertisers. We need to look beyond the transactional sell to the strategic partnerships that you all create with every day with your clients and your agencies. And in Dom's presentation, what we really continue to hear, that that reader connection is really important. And I think, again, if we can continue to keep the readers and the consumers in the center, bringing all this kind of creative innovation back and helping it prove back to the advertisers is really going to help us win in the long term. In this part of the business, we need to continue to make sure that we keep things in perspective. We get so many times we get caught up into the CPMs, we get caught up in the click-throughs, that really to urge you to continue to think about the innovation of each of our brands, what we bring to the advertisers, and not just look at the one single metrics as to the success of an accountable campaign. It's really the magic around the innovation, the activities that we bring that I think really kind of helps separates us from our competition from the other mediums. And it's really important also to recognize that we should feel proud about being a part of this industry. how many times you get, in a party when all of a sudden somebody recognizes that, they start talking about the brands of what you either represent, or happen to run into somebody that, makes a comment about, I really love Vogue, or, the things that our Life.com is doing, and how cool is that? Or that, they really are a passionate Town and Country reader, or, geez, did you know that they're from the Better Homes and Gardens brand? So again, I think that connection that we continue to be proud of the associations we have with our brand and our consumers is really important, and making sure that we're continuing to make ourselves as much of a fan as our advertisers should be. And that's exciting to be about what we do. It's a commitment to continue the evolution of our brands and our relationship to our consumers and to our readers, and to never feel that we have to be second to any other medium, because we really have the ability, and I think the integration of all that we've done with our brands and extending, as Tom has said, taking their magazine brands and integrate it with video and with the online and to mobile, as that's going to continue to evolve, are really going to put us into a position, I think, of strength as an industry, and continue to be passionate advocates for our industry, and looking forward as we continue to build our brands. So thank you all for being here. It's been a great couple days, and thank you again.